Hey guys, and welcome back to Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. In this part, we kind of start the more standard status quo for Chapter 3. These are the rankings when you start off. Yeah.
So, at what point during all of this is our brother going to come in and just kill half the roster? Um,
Uh,
Betrayal.
wait, what?
Yeah, you get to the top, you think it's Rock Hawk? No, it's just Luigi in a Rock Hawk wig.
Actually, I was talking.
Making No More
No
Heroes.
More Heroes 2, yeah. Your brother shows up halfway through the game and kills most of the bosses. And this,
Oh,
and it's meant as a joke, but players were disappointed by how most of the bosses just disappeared anyway.
oh yeah, because No More Heroes 1, it was like you had to beat, like, what was it, 12
10.
people? 10 people. And in No More Heroes 2, there were, like, supposed to be
50.
50? Yeah, 50.
Yeah.
But there's only like the same number.
I think also as a joke, like one of the bosses had like a brigade of cheerleaders who counted as a
Yeah,
chunk of the roster.
they were all assassins.
They counted as a chunk of the roster. So when you beat
Yeah.
him, you beat them too.
Well, I mean, to be fair, 50 is kind of an obnoxious amount of bosses, but still,
Well,
like...
it was supposed to be some kind of satirical thing. I don't remember exactly what the joke was though.
Yeah. I need to play No More Heroes. That's something I need to get around to doing eventually.
Well, you've got a PS3, so if you get your hands on a what was the remake called?
Heroes
Paradise. Yeah, that's a
Paradise.
good starting point.
Is that considered the better version of the game?
It's considered the
Generally.
version of the game that doesn't have shitty Wii controls. So yeah,
Okay then. Awesome.
I mean, like the only worthwhile thing No More Heroes ever did with the motion controls was swing your sword in a certain direction to perform a finishing attack. And you know what game did that better without the shitty Wii motion controls? Metal Gear Rising. So yeah.
But that also came out years after, so...
Yeah. Oh, another thing, instance of the curse being useless. It increased Mario's defense when Goombella was the one in front. Okay, curse. Whatever.
Yeah. Just fuck it, whatever.
So you have increased defense and a meat shield.
Yeah, but it
Dude, okay, if you could turtle behind a Goomba in a hard hat, you would.
well, um, are those like stereotypical archaeologist hats supposed to be hard hats, or I always thought that they were just
Yes.
like, oh, okay.
Well, yeah, because you're going around in caves and ruins and all of that stuff, and it's all old shit that might fall apart at any moment. Yeah, you're going to want to wear head protection.
I don't know. It's just I always kind of think of when like you've got these like little plastic hats, and like like if maybe like a rock falls on it, it'll help. But like if you're dealing with like a cave-in or something, it's kind of about as helpful as in the
Oh,
50s
yeah, well,
when they
it's not
tell
just
kids to
cave-
hide under their desk for
Yeah,
hide under their desk for a bomb.
it's not just cave-ins that you're protecting yourself against. You could disturb the walls and a loose brick could come out. That's all that kind of stuff, you know? It's not like a real construction-grade hard hat, though. It's more like a hat with some sturdy padding in it or something. I'm not really sure. All I know is it's a hat more so than a helmet.
Okay. Yeah, but still, like I would have rather Mario taken the defense and not taken any damage as opposed to having Goombella take damage that I'm now going to have to heal.
Yeah.
So
I will say Goombella is the smartest Goomba on the planet, being the only Goomba that ever decided to wear head protection, considering their arch nemesis kills people by jumping on their head.
well, there are spiked Goombas in this series which have spikes on their heads so they can't be jumped on, but this is also conveniently like one of the 3 titles where Mario always has a hammer around with him. So, that seems to be moot. So
You've been in the industry as long as Mario has, you know the backup strat.
This is a really, really confident Shy Guy.
oh yeah, this is Bandy,
No, this is a
This is a
bandit.
bandit, yeah.
From Yoshi's Island.
which are basically just shy guys that are even more pricks and they like to steal shit. You can talk to him and he'll give you like these are the 7 wonders of the GLITZ pit, and at some point you encounter all of these, so it's nice like foreshadowing, like, ooh, look at how mysterious this place is, and you actually do run into most of this stuff. So it's like, Oh,
So
all these
wait,
rumors were true.
why are there 7 wonders in the Glitz Pit? Does it have like that magical scenery changing technology that the Tekken fighting arena had in the live action movie, or
Just wait for the boss when you want the answer to that one. And as for all these
okay?
other stuff, it's just kind of getting across the idea that this place is kind of sketchy. Is
Huh.
is more what they're trying to push here, because like again, like the minor league locker room's a piece of shit. Grubba's really kind of creepy. The Rockhawk's a prick. All that kind of stuff. So
Hmm.
yeah,
Okay.
they also talk about how fighters disappear for no reason, which is brought up a lot. So um, yeah. And again, you do find out more about all these stuff as time goes on, but that would be spoilers, and that would be bad. So we can't do that, even though the final boss is Bowser. Wait, hold on, wrong game. Sorry.
You clear all the 7 wonders and you realize that Twilight Town is actually just a digital amalgamation. No, wait.
No, John,
Getting my games
get
mixed up.
that shit out of here. We'll do that series later.
Man, if you're paying attention to the plot in Kingdom Hearts, you're doing it wrong. Oh,
Hey guys, look, Rockhawk. Oh my gosh, can we get his autograph?
No, it's Gonzales.
that's
you can.
one way to get the crowd out of the way.
I'd imagine Bieber fans doing the exact same fucking thing.
What, hammering the crowd?
Just hammering the
And
crowd.
what, you see 14-year-olds flying off in all directions?
Yeah.
Wait, you can just walk through the crowd.
Yeah.
You didn't
Yeah.
need to kick those people out of the way. You asshole.
Yeah, well, I wanted to, though.
Mario's an asshole in this game.
Yeah, they're fans of the competition.
Have you noticed how I'm picking all of the prick answers for Mario? I did that on purpose.
Gonzales is many things. A prick being the most forefront.
Oh, what, so Mario's actually the heel, and Gonzalez...
Yeah, he's
and-
the heel.
he's,
He is the cowardly heel.
Okay, so I don't get this in wrestling. Is there always, like, is only the champ the face, or are there more than one face?
No, the champs could be the face or the heel. If the champ is the heel, then you can expect them to never win a match clean, which, not for nothing, legitimately does annoy me as a story element.
What, that they always have to cheat?
Yeah. I think a more effective heel would be someone that can win it clean in the ring.
Oh, but then how would he be a bad guy, though, if he wins clean in the
Because he's a jerk. Something like the Great Gonzales.
Oh, yeah.
There's something particularly menacing about a bad guy in any kind of story who's nice about it, like genuinely charming as a character, like
Affably, I think it's like affably evil.
yeah. Well, as much as people like characters like Kuja, who's theatrical, or Kefka, who's crazy, or Sephiroth, who's just dark and mysterious. My favorite villain in the Final Fantasy series so far is actually Vayne Solidor, because your first impression of this guy is of a really friendly character.
Oh, what Final Fantasy game is that from?
That's from 12, actually.
Oh, okay.
It's like the first thing you see is him trying to make friends with the cook who's providing for his welcome banquet, and saying that, okay, enough of this Your Highness bullshit. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go out, we're gonna drink, and we're gonna drink until you're so drunk you forget to call me Your Highness.
So it's supposed to be like a twist that he's the bad guy, then?
No,
Or-
it's not really a twist. It's just that, arguably the real villain of Final Fantasy XII is Sid, but that's beside the point.
Bastard.
Vayne just has, he's a cultured guy. He acts like you'd expect the Emperor's son to act. He's polite. He's formal. He knows how to give a speech. That kind of thing. He's not the obvious bad guy.
Okay, because there's some kind of there is fun in having a villain that kind of embraces like the mwahaha I'm evil if it's written right, and but I think like a more menacing villain, or at the very least like if you're trying to go for shades of gray kind of morality, like a villain that's just straight up friendly would
Yeah.
definitely be like more. Not necessarily more menacing, but definitely would add more more kind of like nuance to a story. I think you get a lot of that in definitely in games like SMT, where like the villain depends on which side you side with and things like
Yeah.
that. So, but that's kind of a unique example. I'm having a hard time trying to think of specific examples outside of that. Well, I guess there's kind of Hades, who's like, kind of a prick, but he's also just enjoyable too. Like,
Yeah.
everybody, like, he was a nice enough guy, sort of. Like, he was evil and a jerk, but he was also kind of like a nice jerk. I don't know.
Yeah.
The kind of jerk that bakes you muffins.
Yeah, exactly.
Of
But
course,
they're evil muffins.
When it comes to aesthetics, Vane Solidor kind of dropped the ball when he decided his final form was going to be a garbage giant version of Bahamut.
What?
So, yeah. Well, yeah, that's the final boss transformation that Vane Solidor uses at the end of 12. He's not some supernatural angel from space like Sephiroth or something. What he does is he uses a lot of magic to gather airship wreckage toward himself and transforms it all into a garbage giant rendition of Bahamut. And he's inside it. So one of the hardest final bosses in the Final Fantasy series is Trash Giant Dragon. Yeah.
At least it's unique.
Yeah, well.
Because they did Evil Angel like 5 times, so, it's nice for a change of pace.
Yeah, Sephiroth, everyone, likes him for the angel motif, but his final boss form was really just a rehash of Kefka's final boss form. So.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Oh, yeah. Oh, this is a sweet treat. I don't think I'd actually used it yet. What the hell? Wait.
You're using a special
Oh,
move.
yeah, I have to use a special move because that was...
Reasons.
Because you're in the sports entertainment industry, Ted, not wrestling.
You didn't actually do anything.
Because I was
I know.
already at full
Indeed.
health.
Are you not sports entertained?
So, wait, you just used that to fill the quota?
Yeah, because
Yes.
you can win the fight if you win the fight and don't do like the thing that they make you do. In this case, if I had won the fight without doing the special move, I'd still go up a rank, but I'd have to fight the opponent below me in the next fight, and I'd have to keep on doing that until I beat the fight while also doing that requirement. So you have to do that. You have to fulfill the requirement in order to fight higher level challengers. Is basically what the thing is.
That's
So
kind of irritating.
It depends on the situation, because again, like I had to use a special move in order to win. Like if I had had more special points, I could have just used Earth Tremor and won the fight instantly. But there are some interesting ones, like you can't use your hammer. Okay, that's like an interesting challenge. But then there's ones that are annoying, like you can't use your partner, or like you have to use an item and then you don't want to like waste one. But it's just stuff like that. So. You see, it's a real sport because people get hurt sometimes. Yeah, totally. It's not fake. No, definitely not fake.
You can't fake a 20-foot drop.
Well, they
I'm all ears.
they install padding into the floor.
Holograms.
Sure, yeah. Whatever. Yeah, so our next opponent will be ranked 15 in the GLITZ, but Spike Storm. Oh, these guys, they throw Lakitus at you here, too. If I remember correctly, the only other place where you can find most of these enemies is in the Pit of 100 Trials. You definitely fight Pokies there, I remember that.
So when are we going to get our crack at Bonesaw McGraw?
Second to last fight.
Uh,
Wait, we are Bonesaw McGraw.
The
Gonzales
origin
is
story.
ready!
The origin story.
Oh, actually, it's not Bonesaw, but I forget the name of him in the comics, but there was actually a Spider-Man comic where they talk about the backstory of the random wrestler Peter Parker fights before Uncle Ben dies. Oh god, I forget his name, but he did get like a background, and he's not a bad guy. He's just a random wrestler.
Yeah, it's just the guy doing his job.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so we get backstory for the most irrelevant shit, huh? Okay.
Hey, there's been lamer side stories in comics.
You gotta feel that emotional connection to the random wrestler that Spider-Man beats up. Otherwise, you just don't get the depth and tragedy of the thing.
Well, there's tragedy to his story, maybe.
It's like how the Dizzy Dial is like a replication of your first experience with the Oculus Rift, and now the enemies are completely at a loss for words.
Did you ever get a chance to try it out for yourself at
I tried it for the first time at Too Many Games
Oh.
last year.
Here's my question. Why is the audience filled with piranha plants? They don't have eyes.
Also, there's the X-Nauts who were, like, trying to beat up, too. A cool thing about the game is, depending on which members, which characters are in the audience, different things will generally happen. Like, in this case, I don't think piranha plants do much of anything, but X-Nauts will occasionally throw stuff at you. Toads are more likely to throw helpful things at you. Shy Guys will occasionally come up onto the stage and, like, fuck with shit, like, make lights drop on people, and things like that. There's also, I think, like, there's a bunch of them. Oh, the worst ones are Crazy Daisies, because they'll sing and put everybody in the crowd to sleep, and then you won't get any more special points from them, which is obnoxious.
Dicks, but it's obnoxious as Jigglypuff.
Yeah, so it's actually pretty interesting, like, because you can look in the audience and then start to expect different things, but because we're in the early parts of the Glitz Pit, most of these fights are going to be over in like 1 or 2 turns. So there aren't really enough instances for the audience to actually like interfere with things, because it normally takes like say like 3 to 5 for them to start like interfering with stuff. So yeah. Also, I'm going to expect that we'll be getting tangentier than normal, because for the most part it's just doing all the random battles that I normally cut out. That's this chapter. So
yeah, the entire chapter is just nothing but
a
battles.
hot dog made from an egg from the Southern Isle. Wait, hang on. Is it the Eggman Land hot dog?
That's straight up dope, G.
No. Flashbacks. No. Have mercy, Eggman Land. I don't want to do your stupid hot dog challenge.